would have shown up as a loss, but then because of this change that NIO's making, now it's that chunk is positive cash flow, positive revenue. So guys, I don't know where the NIO sales rep went. No NIO sales rep. Looks like I gotta take over now, and I just introduced the car to a customer. Yeah, I don't know where the NIO sales rep went, man. But yeah, holy smokes, and this car's locked. Maybe the sales rep was too busy. Maybe he went to eat dinner. I don't know. I don't know where he is, but or where she is. But all right, guys, I want to make something very clear. The level of service that NIO provides has not decreased at all. All right. Here's a customer who got into an accident with his ET5, and as you can tell, the left front side of the car completely busted. You had to have a lot of NIO service reps push the car into the service center, and they also treated the NIO owner to a dinner afterwards and sent him home, also with a loaner car. I mean, the level of service is just top notch. Of course, you're paying for this service. You're paying for NIO's insurance package, worry-free insurance, so it's paid for. Of course, you get much more value than what you actually paid for in money. So that's acceptable. I mean, like, from a shareholder's perspective and also from a NIO owner's perspective, you paid for it and you get top-notch service. That's good. That's good. But what seems to happen nowadays is that there's a lot of complaints about the freebies going away. Now, I absolutely vouch and say that we should have the freebies go away. It really hurts NIO's overall cash burn situation. And one complaint that really stood out a lot is the fact that if you have to wait a long time for a swap, there's a big lineup. NIO used to give out free charging vouchers that you can use and charge elsewhere, and that was, of course, a very good customer experience, but now they've taken that away. And this has been the core customer complaint by lots of NIO owners, lots and lots of NIO owners. And I just want to address this issue because from both sides, from a NIO owner's perspective, shareholder's perspective, first I want you guys to think about it this way. If Ben's and Jerry's is offering free ice cream and you line up for 1 hour or you line up for 2 hours, is there something wrong with that? Absolutely not. You're getting the thing for free. Same can be said for a lot of the battery swaps. If you're getting the battery swap for free, you got to line up, then just line up. It's the same thing as getting a free Ben and Jerry's ice cream. You're getting the thing for free. Line up. Also, because battery swap stations for newer customers will have to be paid, battery swaps will have to be paid for newer customers, you can also think of it this way. If there's a long lineup, then that means more revenue for NIO Power Service, right? The swap stations earn more money. If you open up a restaurant and instead of offering free ice cream, you start charging people money for the food and you have a massive lineup, that's good for business. So I don't know why some of you guys say that when I say, oh, NIO's been selling quite well, there's quite a lot of NIO owners out there, and sometimes we have to line up for battery swap, and it could take a while to line up for battery swap. And you guys say, hey, that's hating on NIO. No, NIO's doing pretty good, pretty decent, all right? They're not selling like massive amounts of cars, but you want there to be more NIO owners. You want there to be more NIO owners swapping. That's good for business. And when it comes to battery swap lineups, let me check the map right now and see what the lineup situation is like, and we can actually see. Look, 2 people lined up. That's absolutely the normal case. I mean, and with me, in my situation, since I get battery swap for free, hell yeah, I can wait, no problem. Let's go to the other battery swap station and check out the other battery swap stations near me. This one also has 2 people waiting, 0 batteries. then what happens is you have a little bit longer wait time. That's absolutely normal. There's nothing to be like too worried about. Let's check out the other one. The other one over here. How about this guy? This guy is the Gen 1 swap station. 0 batteries, 0 waiting. So these guys could totally go to this swap station and you know, wait a little, well, get their battery swap quicker. What about this one? Oh, 4 batteries, 0 waiting. So you can come to this battery swap station and be done in 5 minutes, right? What about this guy? 4 batteries as well, 0 waiting. How about this one over here? 1 battery available, 1 waiting. So guys, there's lots and lots of people swapping. And NIO actually has a map, I'll screenshot it, that actually updates live the number of battery swaps that customers have done. So I want you guys to think of it this way. There's a lineup, yes. Sometimes you have to line up. That's absolutely natural. You're not going to always get 5-minute swap. There will sometimes be a line. And to be honest, lining up for a battery swap is a lot less stressful than lining up for charging, because battery swap, they automatically place you in order, and you know, even if you're not there, nobody's going to be able to cut in line. Whereas with charging, you got to be physically there. You got to be physically there to stand and wait for the guy in front of you to finish charging. You can't even go piss. You can't even go anywhere, or else somebody else is going to take your spot. So it's a lot less stressful. And to be honest, even waiting 1 hour for battery swap is much better than charging for an hour, in my opinion, because you know, the time spent is the same, but overall battery swapping experience is much better. You don't have to exit the car at all. And not to mention, if you have to line up for charging, the wait times is much longer than waiting for battery swap. And as we see NIO's battery swap stations get faster and faster, you know, from 5 minutes down to 4 minutes to now about like 3.5 minutes for battery swap with Gen 3 swap stations. I mean, it's just going to get much faster. Some of you guys said, Mr. P, why don't they come up with multi-bay swap stations? That's just, I think that's pointless, all right? Single bay is fine. Just got to make the swap mechanism faster and then store more batteries inside. That's going to be excellent. That's going to be excellent. And these customers, these NIO owners complaining about the freebies going away and they have to wait an hour for battery swap, whereas they used to have the charging vouchers and they could just go charge. The time spent is the same. The time spent is the same. And I think, in my personal opinion, battery swap being paid is absolutely going to show a massive boost to Q3 numbers, not Q2 numbers. Q2 numbers are going to be just terrible. But Q3, we might see the cash burn situation improve slightly because they're charging quite substantial amount of money for battery swaps. It's actually the same amount as charging, but the fee structure is set in a way that there's a fixed fee always, and that makes sure that the swap station doesn't lose money on those paid swaps. So if you're paying swaps, you know, NIO is getting the proper amount of money from each swap. And starting in Q3, lots of these newer cars, they're not going to get free swap anymore. They want to swap, it's going to be paid, unless it's the highway swap situation during these Chinese festivals. That's when battery swap will be completely free on highways. But regardless of that, you know, I think in Q3, the revenue generated from these paid battery swaps will actually be a significant amount and not something that's negligible, all right? And at the same time, you got to think about it this way. These newer NIO owners, they could have been swapping for free, so it would have shown up as a loss. But then because of this change that NIO is making, now it's you know, that chunk is positive cash flow, positive revenue. So the difference is actually this big, all right? So that's going to actually show up and become a pretty big impactful difference, in my opinion, in Q3 numbers, I think, in my opinion. And the only, I guess, the possible hiccup to that is when they do offer free swaps during the holiday season, people swap like crazy, and they just eat away at all the revenue generated from the paid swaps, which I think could also possibly happen. But I guess this is a very good step, going from this much free swaps, negative cash burn to positive revenue. That's good step. That's very good in my opinion. And I just hope that as we go on, I mean, these people complaining, they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, if you get swaps for free, like it's the Ben and Jerry case, man. You just wait 2 hours for that free ice cream. Come on. What is there to complain about? If you want to complain, then don't get the free ice cream. Go buy an ice cream somewhere else, right? What is there to complain about? Jesus Christ, some of these NIO owners, man. So I'm absolutely standing by the shareholders on this one. And the level of service is still top notch. It's just the freebies that are going away. Some customers complaining. But at the end of the day, when you wake up and you look at things clearly, logically, swapping is still better than charging in many aspects. All right. And of course, if you want to charge, you can still go charge, right? So that's a quick little rant from me, Mr. P. As always, subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.